Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, Ted's Charm. Now, I know it's been a minute, everyone. Um, it's been a lot. It has been a lot going on. I have been able to do content, and guys, believe it or not, I actually really do miss you guys so much. I really do. I miss like posting on TikTok. Well, I never actually got into TikTok seriously, but I miss posts on Instagram, posts on YouTube, and streaming and doing stuff like that. I miss all of that. And when things get settled, I am going to continue, like truly continue doing what I usually do. But I thought to myself, like, I was just bored. Like when you're stuck in limbo, you're like, let me just sit down, like not do nothing, just shut down and just do stuff like that. But I I just wanted to just get on. Like I love going online. I love talking to new people. I love doing what I do. And yeah, just like talk and what else? And also do my makeup, you know. And just give you guys another update of like what's going on and stuff like that. I know I sort of look like I just woke up. Well, I sort of have, but you know, yeah, I sort of have, but I just got myself together and yeah, look really well rested on the camera. It's so crazy. Now I'm just gonna take my glasses off because I can't just do foundation, do this, at the same time, which is crazy. Like I wish I could just see as I'm doing my makeup, but girl, it's been a mess. I've talked about it with a couple of my mutuals online about what I'm going through. Everybody know the move and plus some other stuff too. Um, it's really been kind of hectic to be honest because the lady was saying that we were supposed to move, that we're not supposed to move. And no, actually, no, she wants us to move out. She wants us to move out right this time. Like, because last time she wanted us to move, actually a few years ago, but I thought that it wasn't that big of a deal. And she let us stay, evidently. And we wasn't staying, like, out of the lease or whatever. But, but yeah, she basically said that, yeah, y'all gonna have to move out. And, of course, for me, I guess I'm gonna open up a little bit. Ooh, child, let me not break my mirror. Just keep it simple and short, not just go super duper sappy and into details. Like we finally got our stuff together and made our house feel like a whole. And now it's like after we just did that, and they're saying that we're gonna have to move. And, you know, nobody doesn't really got it like that at this time. So it was really just like a lot for everybody, like my mother, my brothers, everybody. And of course, everyone felt regret, and I felt regret too. And I voiced it many times on my Instagram, talking about, my career choices, my scandalous career choices. But, you know, like at first, I didn't really want to do any of those things because I was thinking, what if I can do something better? And of course, when you tell people your goals and aspirations, the things that you want to do, and it's kind of contrary to what they ever believed in, or contrary to what they're used to, or just telling them, like sometimes, like it doesn't even have to be like because their beliefs and like their religious beliefs and how you want to be. Sometimes it's just like they're just projecting themselves onto you, and they want you to feel bad like them when you're not that type of person to feel bad because you're a go-getter. you know I realized the hard way. I mean, like, I'm happy that I found God. Everybody know what I believe in, Jehovah. But I'm happy that I found God. I'm happy that I found those things, because personally, for me, it actually helped me have a clear mind. Be in a better headspace. I'm so happy. Wait, I'm sorry. This is kind of like random, but I'm so happy that I don't have to put too much foundation on. Like, peep the clear skin. I've been just kind of like on a hiatus and just meditating and just being real. But I'm happy that I found God. I'm happy that I know His existence and know all those things and stuff like that. and studying with people that know the Bible really well. Like, I'm happy for all of that, but I also know, like, I just know, because, like, I wasn't just what I was. I wasn't just, you know, religious that way. Like, I've tried everything, I've read everything. But now I kind of know, for me, like, my personal discovery. I just want to say that because I have friends from everywhere. I don't want to offend nobody. But for me, my personal discovery, I kind of know, like, I know how things are in this world, because I'm always reading, but I've always felt like, you know, not empty, but I always felt like something was missing. But now I know how things end and become in this world, personally for me, and why we have free will and all those type of things. And I think that's really nice. But it's just like, you know, I'm kind of just like scared. It's like, should I voice my opinion or should I not? That's kind of like something that I'm always fearing. But this is my channel, this is my page, and I'm going to talk however I want to talk. Okay, guys, I kind of like paused it a little bit because I couldn't find my concealer, but I found it. And what was I talking about again? I mean, I know I was talking about like being scared to speak up about like everything, but yeah, I'm just gonna talk my ish anyways. Gonna do what I want to do, but you know, for me, like, how can I explain this? And is this oh, I must have put way too much on the concealer brush right here. But for me, I know what's up, and I know, you know, what's real in this world. But also, I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to do what I want to do, because from what I found out, people are people in general. People are people, you know, and not everyone is 1000% Christian, just like the Bible says, or any teacher that says, like good or bad and things like that. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, why am I just going to limit myself and just honestly limit myself when I can just be when I can be myself, know that God loves me, and do what's right, and blase blase. Like, I don't know if I'm explaining it right. Like, I know I'm sort of all over the place, but I'm just saying, like, people, the average person is not holier than thou. So I want to be myself. I'm gonna do me, despite what other people think, for real. And throughout this whole growth process that I'm going through, it really just taught me a lot about people and how things change, and how, you know, you got to be realistic sometimes. You really do got to be realistic because, you guys know, like, I don't want to say I'm not realistic, but I'm very imaginative, very imaginative girl. And I am that, and that's on period. Like, I don't even care. I don't even care. That's who I am. But from what's been going on in my life, I just realized how things can just be like, bam, when everything's supposed to go high, things can honestly just go low. So you should always just be smart and think ahead. And that's what I'm going to do from now on, is think ahead and not care about, what other people think at all. Because I've always been confident, but of course, like, when family members like poke fun at you, or like pick apart you, or talk bad, like, or for instance, you talk about your dreams, and they kind of like pick parts and pieces of what they don't like, and they project it on you, and the parts they do like, they let you do whatever you want to do, but that's not you. That's them. That's their dream. That's how they would piece together their life. But how I want to piece together my life is completely different from theirs. So of course it's going to be different. Of course it's going to be like you know, crazy. Of course they're going to view you as crazy. Because that's different than what they've always have, because that's different from what they've always been up to. You know what I mean? And I understood that. Like, everybody's always talking about, like, be yourself, go after, be a trailblazer, blah blah blah. But For me, I realize, like, I've heard this, I know this, but I feel like it takes time to get to that type of point when you truly know it and like you truly, I guess you could say an awakening. I don't want to always say spiritual awakening and all that, like just regular awakening, because you're either born this way or you go through experiences and you are this way, and therefore you know your worth, you know your value, um you know yourself. Honestly, that's what it is, not value and all that type of self-love, lyrics, but really about knowing yourself. It takes a while for you to know yourself, and I feel like I know myself a lot. And sometimes I just think, am I maturing too fast? Yeah, we're just going for a little natural look. I just want to put a little foundation. It honestly just comes, it's not really much about self love and self worth, because those things fluctuate in time, because nobody's not perfect in this life. Everybody go through points and periods where they feel good about themselves, where they feel really, really good about themselves. And sometimes, even if you fight it, which is the best thing to do, and just ignore it all, you still feel kind of like bad about yourself, because that fluctuates. So it's not about self-love and self-preservation, all those terminologies. It's about knowing yourself from the core. It's about knowing yourself from the core. And even though I'm 20 years old, I know I still have a lot more things to learn in life, and some mistakes that I'm consciously and subconsciously might just be making. But as long as I'm shrewd and I just weigh out the pros and cons of things, and I also know myself, have gone through experiences to know myself, or if you're like or if you're the special snowflake of them all, you just already know yourself. You already just got it like that. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead. I'm not a hater. I'm a congratulator all the time. I'm a congratulator all the time. But everybody's always like self-love, self-preservation, and all of those terms. It's not about that. Like, okay, yes, self-love is really nice. It's really nice to have all of that. But if you don't know yourself, if you do not know yourself and actually deliberately learn from your mistakes, and for me, I say God, Jehovah, if y'all say anybody else, totally fine. If you guys don't have that wisdom, if you guys don't have just wisdom, just plain wisdom, plain simple wisdom. I'm not really talking about any specific religion. You guys know that I've dabbled into everything, but if you don't have just something to ground you, whether that's binaural beats, whether that's subliminals, whether that's affirmations, chanting, um, let's see, or praying to keep you grounded and just knowing yourself, you know, um, I don't want to say nothing's not going to work out, but humans just need that void to feel, even if you don't really have anything. It can just honestly be music. I'm not even talking about just religion in general. I mean, I'm not only just talking about religion in general, but it can also just be anything that just helps you, that just gets you through things. It can just be music or all of the above. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? It can be music or cartoons or artistry that pushes you through when it comes to hard times and things like that. You know, I hope I'm not too off track, because like I kind of lost my thought because I was trying to find my what is it called, my eye primer, and I found it. So yeah. I didn't really bother to show the makeup products that I was using, because some of the stuff was like cheap, a little off brand. And I was like, yeah. But honestly, I'm gonna start doing YouTube videos about like being balling on the budget, like with makeup, when I get a chance to do so. But just to tell everybody, this is Santee BB cream. It's actually really good. I can't find it nowhere, and it's such a really great full coverage foundation. And this is actually Ulta Beauty. It's tinted eye primers, satin blush, oil free, fragrance free, parabens free. And I don't even know what parabens is. Like, but I'm going to be doing research because, I have many things I want to go after, darling. Leads me to another thing. Since everybody's not holier than thou, like, from all my knowledge, from what I've read, knowing and seeking and knocking, you know, not everybody's holier than thou. So as long as I'm doing good, as long as I'm um doing what's right and doing what's ethical as a human being, that everything else don't really matter. I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. I don't care, you know, because listening to human beings, when you, even if it's your mother sometimes, like I'm not saying go against your mother or go against people that you truly love, because, if anything, I'm always like, please be gracious with people that are connected to you, like that are blood related to you. Be gracious, try to forgive, or take a moment to just back off, because there's nothing like family members, even though if they're crazy or like complete ass wipes, you know. But I'm still just like, like you guys know how I am. You guys know how I am. The people that I've talked to in the DMs, like, when they're going through things, I'm always like spewing information and wisdom. And when I'm going through things, people are spewing wisdom to me. I don't want to go too deep on, spiritual things or whatever. But just to keep things simple, when going after things that you want, you can't really tell people what you are trying to do. And even if the path that you're on kind of seems a little crookedy, first of all, pray, do whatever you do to make sure, like to make, not, well, yeah, to make sure that's your form of belief, your form of prayer, or anything that you use to make yourself a well-rounded individual, to do that. And, meditate. I meditate, sometimes. And, yeah, just go after what you want to do. And yeah, it's like, I was just thinking to myself, like, of course, like when you in panic mode, like panic mode is such a human, it's such a human, what's it called? Human thing to do. Panic mode, being in panic mode and worry mode is such a human thing to do. And when you're in panic mode, you know, um, it seems like the world is just like closing in on you. But now, I'm just like, instead of crying and doing all of that, just focus on you, make your world happy, and just anybody else that want to follow with me, anybody else that wants to be my friend, or be there for me, or family members that want to rekindle their relationship with me, let them rekindle things, but always hold your own. And that's what I'm just really learning throughout this whole thing right now. And it's like, I hate to sum up life like that because it makes me feel like I'm 60 years old when I'm only 20 years old. But I don't know. That's just how I'm like feeling. I let go of that, like, even though like I know what I know, I just choose to live simply and, you know, try to retract some of my knowledge that I knew. Oh, somebody calling me? Oh, sorry, that was no one. But anyways, how rude, like these spam callers. What is all of that about? But what was I saying? I was talking about, oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I was talking about how sometimes I feel old and sometimes I feel really young. Like, of course, I have my moments. I am what I am. I am Tanda's charm, but and I am also many things. Of course, when you kind of level up consciously, mentally, and then you see yourself from the past, it's like, I wish I could have done this. I wish I could have said that. I wish I could have known better. But at that moment, that was better. Like, I truly thought that some things was better, and I'm just still learning. And that's the scary part about it. And it's like, am I making the right decisions in my life? But of course, you can't worry because that just messes up everything. How I handle things. I feel like I've handled things the best of my ability. I've always been that type of person. And, and I've always been the type of person to like love, freely and love without reason. And, I'm becoming a more seasoned individual. Not that I'm saying to just retract love and not give love freely, but to also be shrewd and be careful who you give love to. And that just goes to everyone. Like, you know, just everyone, anyone. Like, because I don't want to be like, preachy. Like, I hope I'm not coming off like that as well, because you guys know I'm a very free-minded individual, to the core. I do what I kind of really want to most of the time. Um, but especially nowadays, now that I'm just getting older and understanding things a lot better, knowing like I'm just knowing like what it is. Like, how can I say it? My truth, the truth, my truth, my individuality. I'm learning the depths of knowing myself. Yes, knowing yourself. That's what I'm talking about. Not about anything else, but my truth and my asserting myself and being myself unapologetically, and things like that. And yeah, like what can I say? And I'm going to stick to myself. I'm going to stick to doing what I want to do. I'm going to stick to my dreams and my goals, my aspirations, unless something, I mean, I don't even want to affirm or say anything, not at all. I don't want to give nothing, no ideas for me that are opposite to what I want. But I'm going to stick to what I want to do and go after it. And stop talking to people about things and do what I want to do, because at the end of the day, this is your life that you're actually creating. And I used to always think that was a really grim fact that people would bring up. You know, people would always say, like, oh, this is your life. Some people will bring up death, like, yeah, you're the only one dying. Like, nobody's going to come with you. Like, oh my God, that's a little too much. Like, I like rainbows, sunshines, strawberries, and obviously teddy bears. Ringo, for example. But um, but that's kind of true. It actually is true. So I'll be gracious to people. Be gracious to people. But I'm going to definitely just do what I want to do, what's making me happy, because I don't want to be like in my 50s and 60s thinking like I wish I could have been that type of girl when I've always have been that type of girl, or I wish I could have fully just embraced my truth, embraced my individuality and what makes me me, instead of just letting people dictate what I have to do and what I should do and what's right and wrong. Yeah. And from now on, well, I don't want to say from now on, I knew it was somebody, but what can I say? I'm gonna close my window up because I hate when people are just like watching me in the window. But yeah, I'm just learning a lot, and honestly, I'm happy to have this growth. Like, of course, this is like I don't want to grow. I don't want to, have this type of like growth. It's painful sometimes, but lots of times, but I'm happy to have this type of knowledge and knowing of myself at 20 years old. And honestly, I still may make mistakes anyway. And honestly, I still may make mistakes anyway, but it's just like, once you know yourself, you can't unknow yourself. You're lying to yourself after that. And also another thing, like I just want to talk about like me and my brand and Tandis Charm. Like, where is Tandis Charm going from now? I am going to go places, darling. You already know this. You already know this, girl. Girl, boy, non-binary pal. You already know this. You already know this. But I'm going to rebrand myself and just do me. And I'm going to be doing me now as much as I can, but I definitely have some stuff planned that I want to really do and just really put my best efforts um into everything that I do. Into everything that I do, to be honest. Um yeah, I want to put my best efforts into everything I do, and just go after it. Just do it. That's it. That's it. That's it. There's nothing else to say. You know, everybody's always going on and on and on, and a lot of people are always giving you hoopla online. But but at least I'm here. Like if I know the real, then I'm gonna tell you the real or just the truth. Because you know I don't really speak like an urban ethnic, you know, dialect. Like I am what I am. But you know, I gotta keep it real. I have to keep it real sometimes. And you know, like I gotta keep it real. That's all I gotta say. And I'm gonna try to post more as much as I can. And yeah, let me finish up this makeup. Honestly, it's really simple. Just to like round about the video real quick. All right, guys. Well, I'll see you guys later. I hope you guys enjoyed this talk. You know, our conversation that we had just now. I hope you guys actually enjoyed it. A lot of you guys kind of worried, like, what's going on with Tennis Charm? Well, I'm okay. Like, this is just what I gotta say, plus more. I have so much more to say. So much more to say. But we're gonna end it right now. And I would love to hear you guys. I would actually genuinely like to hear you guys' input, your thoughts, your opinions on things that I said. You know, in this video, how do you guys feel about what I said? Am I telling the truth? Am I lying? Do you guys think that I'm making sense? Or am I just being a crazy tale girl like I usually always be? Literally, I want to freaking know. So comment down below and like the video. It's free 99. And if you guys really, really enjoy me and like me, I would actually love for you guys to subscribe. It would actually help a lot. And anyways, thank you guys so much. Bye bye.